Well, tonight we're continuing our coverage of a story we first brought you last week right here on ABC 10. Homeowners, subcontractors, and now employees are calling out a Fair Oaks-based company for failing to finish contracted ADU projects and failing to pay wages. ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen has been following this story and shares with us what local employment attorneys suggest these employees can do to get the money they're owed.
Becca, last week, many employees from Anchored Tiny Homes told me they were told to go home early after getting an email from the company's president that the company cannot make payroll. Today, two employment attorneys tell me there are options for these employees, but it may take some time.
I'm thinking, what am I going to do next?
Last week, John Weinheimer told ABC 10 he got notice his employer, Anchored Tiny Homes, would not be able to make payroll.
I'm one of dozens and dozens of employees who are owed for the work they've already done, not to mention losing their jobs.
As the current state of the company is unclear, employees like Weinheimer are left wondering if they'll ever get that paycheck if the company is financially unstable.
They're definitely going to have to deal with back wages because it has such a very high priority. Other creditors of the company will have to take a back seat before they can recover to the employees' wages. It's called a super priority.
Eric Lambden is an employment attorney and says if the company files for bankruptcy, it can be beneficial to the employee. He also encourages employees to file a complaint with the state's labor commissioner's office, but warns that route could take a long time.
The labor commissioner's office is buried with this type of thing and it takes a long time. It's a very slow process.
Failing to pay employees in a timely manner can also result in fines on the company. David Mistagni is also an attorney in employment law.
If the work is not paid for on time, those employees would be entitled to a $100 penalty for the first violation and then a $200 penalty for each subsequent violation, as well as an additional 25% of the amount that they were shorted.
ABC 10 tried to reach out to Anchored Tiny Homes CEO Colton Paulus to ask about his plans to pay back his employees. We did not hear back.
Now, Jeannie, you think about all those employees trying to pay the bills, support their families during this tough time. I know there's still a lot that's unclear, but you have reached out to the Sacramento County DA's office to ask if they're investigating. What's the latest?
Well, Becca, last month, a homeowner who hired Anchored Tiny Homes did write a letter to the Sacramento DA's office to look into the company since her project was left unfinished with no answers. Now, today, a spokesperson with the DA's office told me they do have the letter, but will not be adding any additional comment. I did do a wage claim search with the state's Department of Industrial Relations, and it shows Anchored Tiny Homes is under investigation from a complaint filed in May 2023. There doesn't appear to be any claims filed in 2024 so far.